13, Roger Roots, 29. Representative Mike Fellow, 63. John Lewis, 320. Ryan Zinke, 852. Supreme Court Justice number 1, Jim Rice, 813. W. David Herbert, 221. Supreme Court Justice number 2, Mike Wheat, 557. Lawrence Van Dyke, 543. District Court Judge, District 1, Department 3, yes, 815. No, 246. State Representative District 70, Kelly Flynn, 9.
Here, we don't have absentee.
Well, yeah.
Should I just
it's
write
the same
absentee right
here.
above it here?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay.
Kelly Flynn, 940. Marla Clark, 282. Constitutional Amendment number 45, yes, 470. No, 701. Legislative Referendum number 126, yes, 657. No, 543. County Commissioner District 1, Laura Obert, 638. Tim Ravendall, 512. Clerk and Recorder Treasurer Doug Ellis, 1,061.
Oh, 1,000.
Zero.
Is it should be a zero, yeah,
Yeah.
1,000.
1061.
Oh, the one. You had it wrong all the way. Yeah, you see it here.
Sheriff Brenda Ludwig, 641. Marvin Reddick, 585. Broadwater County Attorney Jack Morris, 247. Corey Swanson, 877. Justice of the Peace Kirk Flynn, 704. Cal James, 464.
And do the total division. Have the total one, not the one.
All right, totals. For United States Senator, Amanda Curtis, 5. Steve Daines, 13. Roger Root, 0. Representative Mike Fellow, 0. John Lewis, 6. Ryan Zinke, 12. Supreme Court number 1, Jim Rice, 14. W. David Herbert, 2. Supreme Court Justice number 2, Mike Wheat, 6. Lawrence Van Dyke, 10. District Court Judge, District 1, Department 3, yes, 14. No, 1. State Representative District 70, Kelly Flynn, 12. Marla Clark, 6. Constitutional Amendment number 45, yes, 11. No, 5. Legislative Referendum number 126, yes, 5. No, 13. Commissioner District 1, Laura Obert, 10. Tim Ravendall, 6. Clerk and Recorder Treasurer Doug Ellis, 16. Sheriff Brenda Ludwig, 12. Marvin Reddick, 5. Broadwater County Attorney Jack Morris, 5. Corey Swanson, 11. Justice of the Peace Kirk Flynn, 9. Cal James, 7. And if you want to read me those totals, I can add them up.
Okay, Amanda Curtis, 71, 74, 51, 77, 23, 302, 5.
603.
He is 196, 163, 222, 222, 173, 913, 13.
1902.
Here's your 6 and 3. There's your Steve Danes, and we can compare these
Oh,
after we're
okay.
all done.
Okay, so continue
We don't
what
have
we're
to add
doing,
these up then,
or?
or-
Yeah, you do have to add
Oh.
them up to compare them with the canvas itself, but I was thinking you could do it at the same time, but save time
Okay.
if you wanted to do that, but they're not.
Roots is 5, 3, 7, 7, 5, 29, 0.
56.
Fellows, 9, 7, 1, 13, 8, 63, 0.
101.
Lewis, 71, 74, 59, 82, 27, 320, 6.
639.
Zinke, 195, 157, 219, 205, 165, 852, 12.
1805.
Rice, 195, 161, 184, 219, 121, 813, 14.
813. All right, read those again, please. Beginning.
All the way across on that one. 195, 161, 184, 219, 121, 813, 14.
1707.
Herbert, 50, 41, 61, 49, 42, 221, 2.
221 plus 2. Is that the end?
The end was 221 and then 2, yeah.
466 is the total.
466. Wheat, 126, 113, 109, 131, 68, 557, 6.
1110. 1110.
Van Dyke, 129, 104, 146, 148, 111, 543, 10.
1191.
District Judge, yes, is a 202, 180, 198, 216, 127, 815, 14.
Okay, 202, 180, 198, 216,
127, 815, 14.
1752.
No, it's 44, 35, 47, 52, 47, 246, 1.
472.
472. Okay. Flynn, 205, 180, 219, 240, 176, 940, 12.
205, 180, 119. Whoops. Read that whole line again for me, if you would, please.
It's 205, 180, 219, 240, 176, 940, 12.
1972.
1972. Clark, 62, 56, 55, 62, 23, 282, 6.
546.
5, 46. Yes, 126, 112, 112, 134, 67, 470, 11.
1032.
232. No, 139, 112, 148, 159, 112, 701, and 5.
1376.
1376. Everyone raise a yes. 146, 116, 148, 154, 99, 657, 5.
1325.
No, 124, 117, 118, 124, 90, 543, 13.
943.
543, and then 13.
1149.
Commissioner Overt, 153, 147, 141, 181, 64, 638, 10.
1334.
13, 34. Ravenel, 110, 80, 121, 102, 121, 512, 6.
1052.
Else, 231, 207, 237, 267, 160, 1061, 16.
160. What was the next number?
60. Oh, that one.
904.
That was 1061.
Okay, read that line again, if you would, please.
231, 207, 237, 267.
Okay. Yeah.
You're too fast.
Oh, was that?
She's gotta put each one of them in the calculator.
I'm sorry.
231,
I was gonna get that
207.
over. I'll start right from the very first. 231, 207, 237, 267, 160, 1061, 16.
2179.
Sheriff Ludwig, 156, 99, 141, 149, 110, 641, 12.
1308.
Ready, 116, 140, 136, 154, 83, 585, 5.
1219.
Jack Works, 62, 54, 34, 53, 42, 247, 5.
560.
Swanson, 189, 169, 218, 235, 130, 877, 11.
1829.
229. Justice Flynn, 157, 117, 159, 189, 136, 704, 9,
1471.
1471. James, 93, 108, 112, 112, 49, 464, 7,
945.
945.
Okay, could you redo Amanda, Roger Root?
Okay, the total or add them all the way through?
Add them all the way.
Okay. Yeah, 5, 3, 7, 7, 5, 29, 0.
56.
56.
And then do Steve Daines again.
Okay, yes. 196, 163, 222, 222, 173, 913, 13.
1902?
Yeah.
This is what you like, when's it gonna come out? Possibly, okay. And then John Lewis,
71, 74, 59, 82, 27, 320, 6,
639.
yeah.
and then Ryan Zinke.
Okay, 195, 157, 219, 205, 165, 852, 12.
1805.
Okay, and then you can go ahead and compare your totals here with the totals that you have there.
So it shows Amanda Curtis at 63 total, 603. 57 for Roger Roots, and 1903 for Steve Daines.
Root, I had 56.
It
Oh,
looks like
okay.
those two are both one off.
Okay.
For John Lewis is 639. Mike Fellows is 101. Oh, excuse me, is 655.
For John Lewis,
Mm-hmm.
we had 639.
Should we look at the tape in case there was a transposed number there with that big of a difference? And then there's a big difference with Ryan Zinke too of 1587. So for precinct 1, it says here 147, precinct 11, this is for Ryan Zinke.
Well,
We
it's
had-
not,
No.
none of them come out that with what you have.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
it's the
just
tape, we have
total,
to
yeah.
double check. Okay, so for precinct 1 then, for John Lewis, 71.
Right.
For, let's see, for Ryan Zinke, 195.
Yes.
For precinct number 7, John Lewis is 74.
Yes.
Ryan Zinke is 157.
Yes.
For precinct 11, John Lewis is 59.
Yes.
Ryan Zinke is 219.
Yes.
For precinct 12, John Lewis is 82.
Yes.
Ryan Zinke is 205.
Yes.
And for 13, Lewis is 27. Zinke is 165.
Yes.
We had Mike Fellows, 63,
Yes.
John Lewis, 320,
Yes.
and Ryan Zinke, 852.
Yes.
Should we try those lines again to make sure that maybe I didn't miss a number? So for Ryan and John.
Okay, we'll go all the way through then. Okay, 71, 74, 59, 82, 27, 320, 6. Should we get total?
639,
39.
okay.
Nikki's 195, 157, 219, 205, 165, 852, 12.
1805.
Mhm.
Huh. Those are big differences.
Yeah, that must be something, we'll have to check ESERS and see, what's the tapes and see.
Yeah, check them up against the tapes or
Maybe
something.
we had a transposition
Okay,
on,
so we'll come back to those after you guys do your research. And then here it says Jim Rice is 1707, Herbert is 466,
Mhm.
Mike Wheat 1110,
Yes,
Lawrence Van Dyke 1191.
yes.
Referendum, this would be the district court judge, yes, 1752,
Yes,
no, 472.
yes.
House District 70, Kelly Flynn 1972,
Yes,
Martha Clark 546.
yes.
Let's see.
I don't have the, very last sheet. Oh, it's not in there, 14. Oh, so it's 14 or 14.
Constitutional amendment, yes, 1032,
Yes,
no, 1376.
yes.
Okay, and then, I think we just, legislative referendum,
Yeah, it's right here, I think.
okay,
What did,
oh,
can check them, I
thank
couldn't
you.
find it, and it was right in front of me.
Yes is 1325,
Yes,
no is 1149.
yes.
Okay. County Commissioner Obert, 1335,
We had 4 here, 1334.
off by 1 there, and Ravendall, 1052. Clerk and Recorder, 2179.
Yes,
Sheriff Ludwig, 1308.
yes.
Reddick, 1219.
Mhm.
County Attorney Swanson, 1829.
Yes.
Morris, 497.
We got 560 on here.
So should we double check those numbers too?
There's such a difference, it doesn't really matter. You just went over the same
Well, I
place.
would like to, we'll go back and check it and find out what happened there.
Okay,
So-
we'll go through them.
For Jack Morris, 62, Precinct 1, Swanson, 189.
Yes,
Precinct 7, Jack Morris, 54, Swanson, 169.
yes,
11, Corey Swanson, 218, Jack Morris, 34.
yes,
For 12, Corey Swanson, 235, Jack Morris, 53.
yes,
For 13, Jack Morris, 42, Swanson, 130.
yes.
So it's only Jack Morris that didn't come out, right?
For write-in, it was
Yes,
Morris,
yes.
247. And Corey Swanson, 877.
It didn't say anything for writing.
Or absentees.
Oh, absentees, 247 for Morrison, 877 for
Yeah.
Swanson. The provisional, you want that too? It's 5 for Morrison, 11 for Swanson.
Five for Morris, 11 for Swanson. Yep.
Let's re-add Jack Morris.
62, 54, 34, 53, 42, 247, 5.
497.
We have
Okay,
560.
so let's add that one more time because I think the error's in that.
Okay, 62, 54, 34, 53, 42, 247, 5.
Okay, 497.
Okay.
We
That's
match.
what that one should be.
Yeah, and those-
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. cross that out for you. Alright, and then, JP, Kurt Flynn, 1471,
Oh, yeah.
Cal James, 945. Alright, cool, except for those couple ones, we're right on.
Let me check it out. What was your, see this house district, which one messed me up? Oh no. I thought that was the last one. Never mind, got it.
Went a little over.
We did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take a little bit longer each
We'll do 2
time.
hours next time.
This is important stuff, so that's okay.
Gave Mike a chance to get the building heated up anyway.
That's right.
I just needed to double check that and it would come out if it wasn't there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And we'll get
This
that
one,
figured out, how late you go for the day.
I would guess till 12:30, 1 o'clock. We'll just work right on through lunch.
I'll send Dan back up.
Okay, and we need to sign something.
You
Do we
wanna
need to
go
make
ahead
a
and sign it?
announcement as to who the winners are? Declare the winners for that second page.
Like here,
Says here,
Board certifies the results of the canvas.
the board shall declare nominated or elected any person receiving the most votes and adopted or rejected issues.
That's here.
Is that good enough?
okay, so. Because when you sign that, you're saying that the totals are correct. So do you wanna sign that now, or do you wanna wait till we get
Check this.
the?
Check that one more, see that one.
Yeah, we can do that. Let it wait.
We might have been putting one going into it.
Okay. Since it's more than 1 or 2 off, the ones that are 1
Yep.
off, I'm not too worried about. but
We'll go back and check that right
And
now.
we just
and hopefully
signed the
we'll have
bottom of
that
that,
for
so
you.
I know that that's what you did.
Sounds good.
And we could have Laura sign that as well. And then if you could just, this is just for me, for our records.
Sign each
while
one,
other-
sign
yeah,
each one of these.
Yes,
Just make it.
and Laura can sign them as well. Is that yours?
I'm gonna bring the rest of that down. I'll go grab Ann so you guys aren't waiting too long for her.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joyce.
Thank you very much. Sorry it took so long. But I
Franklin,
guess
we still
can-
have a little bit of
I'm gonna
business.
be right back.
Okay, what we should
I'll
do
wait
is
for Ann.
recess.
Well, I'll just
That's
run to the bathroom. Ann isn't here yet, so.
Right. Because we were recessed, we're still in session.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good work,
Appreciate it.
Joyce.
Like I said, sorry it took so long, but I
Don't
think
be.
that's about basically how it's gonna be from now on, just how we did it.
That's absolutely
That's like that
fine.
canvas with the signature.
Yeah, we'll just make sure we block off 2 hours.
Okay.
And, again, it's the most important thing we do. If we don't
Yeah.
maintain our right to vote and the credibility of it, no other right holds any water. Yeah, so, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Mike, come on up. Oh, we're still on recess, so never mind.
Till Franklin gets back anyway.
For the election canvass. Yep.
Okay.
All right, we are back in session, thank you very much. Mike Myers, Maintenance Supervisor, Building Project for Search and Rescue Weed Mosquito Extension, Review Bids, Decision.
Okay, before we open them, one thing, I've been talking to Brenda and Nick, and they are having problems with their 911, but they're not ready to yet because the personnel not big enough. They need to move 911 sometime, need to think about it in the future. Because they're having conflict, there's too much stuff going on with the pension of 911, so they've been talking about adding on to this project for future movement of 911 to another building. Brendan and Nick asked me to mention that in this. But anyways, into this, okay, these are the two bids for the one, store, the vehicle shed.
Okay,
This, I'm not sure what this bid is, does nobody named on it. These are the two electrical bids. These are for modular, these two bids. This is for the plumbing and for the sewer and the water connection. And this is the concrete bed. And then I did some research on it, and then the in-floor heat, I came up with the price for the in-floor heat, and then me doing the excavation, because it's not that much there. And then the only thing I don't have is Northwest Energy bringing power for a pole. I did that a month ago, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. And then permits are approximately about $20K.
permits for electrical and plumbing
The whole thing.
and everything,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
approximately $20,000
okay,
for building permits and electrical and plumbing.
okay.
So we could open these up and then go from there on that. And that's it.
All right, sounds
You
good.
guys wanna open them, or do you want me to start opening them?
How about you, actually, what we've done in the past is we open them and then give them back to
Okay.
you. So how about I start with modulars?
Sure.
All right.
These are those.
Okay,
You want a knife?
yeah. You have one?
Yeah, I won't tell you. It's got too much
Thank
concrete.
you. All right, the first one is from Palomar Modular Buildings, and they are from DeSoto, Texas. And they show a total price of $169,472.
And that is with all the office buildings, the specs that were, the original specs that were given to us by Sean
Okay,
for the layout, the floor plan layout.
okay.
I have that somewhere. The neighbor seemed to be the most informative, was Paul Palomar.
Is that P-E-L-A-M-A-R?
Palomar.
And the second one for the modular is from Satellite.
I have a layout like this if you wanted it.
That is from
Yeah,
Helena.
well, that's what you all
Excuse me.
later then.
They are from Commerce City, Colorado. And they have a total amount of $201,307.
With price differences like that, I'm gonna have to make phone calls and talk to them and find out why they're different. It's a large difference.
Sounds good. What we've done in the past is we've opened the bids and then give them back to you, and then you come back to us with a recommendation.
Okay.
And I would imagine that would include, putting all the pieces together.
Yeah, I know Palmer was 100% bid plus shipping, it just wasn't with the crane work. And I don't think they had crane and satellite either.
Okay,
So we were planning on just backing up and just sliding it right off onto the foundation.
okay. All right, so next, should we do the foundation?
Sure. This is
Alright.
okay, this is the foundation for, and you should have it broken down. I called 3 guys and this is the only one that responded. We're doing modular for foundation, just doing a regular 4-foot foundation footing. And, also all the slab work in the other building, the 60 by 100 foot building,
So this is a bid for both.
bid for both.
All right, good to know. All right, it looks like a total, oh, they've broken it up here.
I asked him to break it down.
Nice. Okay, so for, let's see, it looks like for the modular, or the office portion, it would be 28. Let me ask you, Mike, one is for 60 by 100,
That'd be your,
That's the
that'd be your
pole.
That's the slab.
Okay.
That's a slab.
that is 28,906. And for the office side would be 14,325.
And that's with concrete included.
Oh, thank you, Ann. Rock Hard Construction here in Townsend.
Do both.
Plumbing. Okay, this is from Madsen Plumbing and Heating LLC here in Townsend. It's just the one. And he has an estimated total of $9,520.
You pick electrician or
Let's do electric. First one is from Townsend Electric. And the quote is for $64.71. That is for the office building. For the storage shed would be $55.63. And from Light Electric, here in Townsend, for the storage building would be $67.50.80. For the office building, training center would be $57.10. And time and material would be an additional $17.35, and the permit of $4.55. And how about the post frame again, or the vehicle storage? This first one is from Montana Post Frame. And their total is $143.45.
Did, oh, they got them lumped together, like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for H&H Custom Buildings, it looks like their total a bunch of engineering here. The building itself would be $96,955. Excuse me, $995. And they are from East Helena. Some options, ceiling with metal ceiling would be $19,500 on top of that. And wall insulation would be $12,800. And post protectors would be $15,20. I don't know, but I have a calculator.
So oh, I see,
Are those just upgrades or that?
Mhm.
Okay, so $96,995 would be bare bones, full package.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you want to have this insulation, no matter what, I'm not used to.
Okay.
This was he gave me, goes the inside of it. So no matter what,
That'll pop up.
yeah. And then this one here, not sure what that was.
Oh, thank you.
They just built, bid
Yeah.
storage building, right?
Mm-hmm. And so is H&H. H&H, I talked to both of them pretty
And this one is from
well. I liked their insulation better, what they were doing.
Paul Kroger Construction from White Sulphur Springs. This is for this is for the vehicle storage, and that would be $93 per square foot, and 6,000 square feet, plus plans and state permit, adding another 30,000.
60,000.
Okay.
Look this here.
For the office building portion, that's 2,304 square feet at $136 per square foot,
How much?
136,
313?
plus another 30,000 for plans and state permit. So what is that, Mike?
873,000, and it's stick framed,
Okay,
plus permits.
right. Glad we have that as a reference and comparison.
This one here, HH, apparently this is the package and then the insurance, I mean, the installation will be separate.
Yeah, you get there's choices of insulation here, here, and here. And this is the insulation that he was talking to me about. It's more of a foam instead of the foil insulation like Montana Post Frame has. This is more of a thicker 2-inch foam.
So it's-
I liked their insulation better at the H&H.
Plus the insulation, which can be anywhere from,
I think 2 inches thick would be fine. Maybe the 45, 4,500.
okay, what's this 19.5 you got here?
That's for doing I mentioned it to him, to do a ceiling and then blow an insulation up above that. 'Cause
Oh.
I think you're gonna get a better insulation factor, and that's what that is.
So the insulation's gonna run anywhere from 45
It's
to
gonna be,
19.5.
it's gonna be plus this, cause this would be your ceiling insulation, this would be your wall insulation. So.
Oh, so the two of them together.
Yeah, it'd be two of them together, so
19, insulation of
basically 20,
plus
about 20,000.
45.
120. $20,000, $25,000 difference between Montana and H&H.
What do these figure out to here, 93?
You come out with the 60 by 100 foot building was 560,000. And the 30 by 60 building was 313,344.
52nd CO. The white sulfur. Okay, and what was the storage building?
It came out to 560,000.
And Sharon, so that you know, for the recap, the storage buildings, the stick-built numbers that he's just giving us are what you would compare
And
to
then
the
the-
modulars. at
the
170
office
and
building
200,000 total.
Came out to be 313,344.
And then the storage
Yeah,
building is
300, what was it again?
comparable, the 560
313,000,
compared to
Is
the,
that-
344.
what's that?
Are you
Plus
talking about the
permits.
Kruger with the square feet?
Right, you have to compare that to the other two options.
Okay, so on vehicle was $93 a square foot?
Right, and then you would compare that total of 560,000 to Montana Post Frame at 143,000 and H&H at 97,000.
And if you went the other way, you're looking at with electrical, everything, in-floor heat, excavation, permits, approximate Northwestern Energy, some engineering, with the post frame and everything is about 560,000. In the other direction, away from stick.
That's the storage building?
The storage building, the office building, concrete, plumbing, electrical, in-floor heat, excavation permits, Northwestern Energy, and engineering. Because you're gonna have some engineering, because we're gonna have to have a little bit of engineering done to make it more finalized. But it gives you an approximation of both buildings is 560,000. With everything complete. That gives you a pretty close number.
Okay.
Approximately 560,000.
Yeah, you're gonna be, that's pretty close to what it would cost the whole project. And, you know, the 60 by 100 foot building, I know is a lot of wants in there. I don't think it's
equipment?
I think it needs to be trimmed, I think it has some things need to be changed in there, I think it would lower the cost, I think we'd be dropping at least 25,000-30,000 at least.
Cool.
I think that it's, I agree that the search and rescue side does need to be heated, but I think there needs to be bays. If you're gonna put mosquito and weed does not need to be heated. Along with that, I think it could be, maybe they can have a work bay where they can be heated, if they need it heated. But they can still winterize their stuff and still put their stuff inside.
Mhm.
But I don't think the whole thing needs to be heated all the time.
I like the idea of a bay, a working bay for
Yeah.
doing maintenance during the winter time,
Mhm.
because boy, that makes sense to be the time that you do
Yeah.
that.
Nobody wants to go outside.
No,
I have to all
no.
the time. I've been delaying going up on the roof today.
Yeah,
So,
I understand.
yeah. So, but I think that's what you're looking at, is about 560,000. I know you're not gonna be any more than that, it'll be a little less than that. Cause there's a lot of things that need to be trimmed and changed. Not a lot, I mean, it's a little minor thing.
Do you want a working meeting to address those and to get to the next step? Or is that something where you think you could come to us with a proposal?
I can come to you guys with a proposal. I think what I need to do is I need to call these people, make why there's two big differences in the two, and then go from there. Once we realize what, I mean, I don't think we should make any changes to it yet. I think we should decide on if we're gonna move forward and move forward with who we're gonna move forward with. And then we can sit down and really have a working meeting and really, trim some things.
Okay,
And-
all right.
And make it more feasible with, I mean, I'd hate to spend a whole bunch of time if we're not gonna move forward with it. I went quite a bit to just get the numbers. And I think if we decide we're really gonna move forward with this and we pick who we want, and then we sit down with those contractors and actually say, okay, we're gonna give you engineering for this, we're gonna give you, stuff like, everything to completely lock them in solid to sign contracts with.
Yeah, and you have a solid price for everything on there, the plumbing, electrical.
Yeah, I agree, and I think we should do is moving forward, I think we should do, if we're gonna move forward, decide what we're gonna do with which contractors we wanna use, and then go from there. And then sit down with each of those contractors, maybe all three of us, or all four of us, and, talk to them.
Okay,
And then get our engineering together for what kind of lighting we want, everything else in there, with the contractor that we're gonna use. So,
okay,
make some changes and do it that way.
sounds good.
I think that's the best way to do it. And we're not,
Well, our search and rescue is gonna be working in a 50-degree office, or meeting room, again this winter.
yep,
No way around that because of all the delays. Extension currently has no heat.
no, they do too.
Do they? Good, good. All right, thank you for that.
I guess was it just a thermocouple?
Yeah, it was, well, I can't get, some of the parts I can't get, and I keep telling them what the part was I needed. And they go, oh, no, it's this, and then they'd come out and they would, go, no, it's this, and I go, okay, guys, we'd fix it, so I got a little bill battle with them now, when it comes down to it. I knew exactly what it was, and they finally came out, because I've been dealing with this for a year. I go up there and I'll get it working for them, and then they'll come out. And it's hard when they come out and it's working, because I get it running. And then I'll call them up and I won't get it working to make sure they come out when it's, and then they think it's something different, no, it isn't.
So thermocouple or some relays or just what?
No, it was the coil wire for the, and I can't get that part for the ignition, igniter. It's all one unit, so they came out and finally, the guy I kept telling, I'm gonna go back to just talking to the owner instead of the workers. That's usually what happens, like all these heating systems up here, I was talking to only the owner. So I'd tell him what the problem is, and I'd say, I think this is what it is, and he'd go, okay, and he'd send me the part. I'd replace it and everything. That's why the
Perfect.
systems have changed, and they're turning on and off like they're supposed to, and like before, they never did that. he got so busy, I just started going to the leads. I'm gonna go back to the owner.
Right, yeah, if there's so many stuff you don't ask for or need.
Yeah, I don't, and he didn't charge me for trip charges, he just send me the part, and I get the part in mail, and I go up there and replace it, and, 'cause I know enough on him to work on it, so,
Sure.
he, yeah, so. And then a service guy just show up. Oh, and the other thing too is, I know you can't vote on it today. I know we put it, I'm pretty sure we put it in Pilt. The wall for the file room, we need to get that taken care of. And I told them I'd build that in December. And it's because the file room they have over there in detention is not in compliance with with the safety board or something came by. And told them they had to change some things, I think it was the safety board.
Is that the one that's going in the evidence room?
Yeah, and I need to get that wall built soon, because they usually do their inspections in, I think, January or February. So I need to get that taken care of. And I think it's gonna be about $1,500. I gotta put secure wall in there with doors that lock, so they're separated between the evidence room and so I need to start, I told them I'd start it in December first week of December. And so, I know we added to the PILT, but I can't remember if we voted on it. So if you guys wanna vote on it next Monday,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we did, I think we decided at that time.
even
we did too,
when
but-
we add it to the PILT, we need to make sure there's a vote for the project, so.
Yeah.
We can make a second vote,
yeah.
unless somebody, if you wanna find it in the minutes, we can.
And I just say do a second vote, so I
Yeah,
don't have to
it's
search
easier.
for hours.
Exactly.
I know we did the walls inside the detention, the cinder block walls. Which I gotta build the other one this year too.
Yeah, the other one probably would have come with the PILT discussion, I think that came up after our PILT discussion,
I think so.
but I do
I
know we
can't
talked
remember.
about it.
And I can't remember if we ever talked about, that's another one, maybe you remember, we talked about the control room, changing some of the control room. Well, actually, wait a minute, no, he's paying for that out of his own budget, that's right.
Yeah, and my suggestion on that would be to put together a plan as far as the 911. If they do those increases and then want to move 911,
Yeah,
in a couple of years, is that money wasted without a plan?
yeah.
So,
Well, they're kind of
That's up to
outgrown,
him and the sheriff.
they've just outgrown their area. It wasn't built, the detention wasn't built big enough for their control room. They're having a lot of problems because there's, control officers, and they just don't wanna hire 2 more people at the moment to handle, if we move 911. So they're kind of waiting to see what happens. But I think these modulars you can add on to them, that's one thing I need to ask.
and yeah, I think that would be something good to make sure we have some answers on, because maybe that is the way to go.
Yeah.
Placement needs to have that in mind.
I mean, I don't know if they add on to them, bolt them together, or how it
We
works.
better see what their plan is, what they're wanting, what they need.
They need a 2 12 by 12 rooms with a bathroom that's inside.
And Mike's already talked with Nick about this. This isn't just
That's-
out of the clouds.
So they need a 24 by 24 with this room split in half with a bathroom, is what they need.
Okay,
Because they can't leave their post if there's only one in there to go to the bathroom. They can leave it and go into the bathroom, then they have to come back out.
okay.
So that's what they said they needed. And then they gotta look into moving all the 911 and all that stuff, which they're getting ready to put new 911 in here anyways. Because they're out of date on their 911 systems.
All right. Very good. Well, thanks, Mike. Why don't we wait to hear from you as far as when you want a working meeting or what you want the next step to be?
Well, I'll go through all
Get that
this and
information
call.
from those.
Yeah, I'll call them. I'll go through all this in the next week and a half, and I'll call them and find out why there's a difference in some of them, and make sure everything is nailed down to what we want, and then I'll recommend who I think we should use, and then we'll decide if we wanna move on with the project, then we'll actually sit down and with the contractor we decide on and narrow some of the stuff down to how we really want it built. I just think that there's some things that are blown out.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your idea of going through and trimming some too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the biggest one is the is the vehicle building.
yeah.
I think it can be trimmed. I think it's, yeah.
Good.
I mean, they're not down there that often. The
Right.
search and rescue, I do understand completely about that, because, I mean, they bring in their boats and their snowmobiles, and they need to have them thawed out right away, and they can fire up the furnace and heat the floor, melt everything out, winterize it, and then wait, until their next, they don't have to run it continually either.
Right.
So, it's something that can be, I'll let you know.
All right, Mike, thank you very much.
You have a good day.
Thanks, you too. All right, we have no COS reviews today. We do have a little bit more mail that I missed. This is notice of public, purpose of public notice, and this involves Emers Tail America Inc. in Three Forks, and this is wastewater discharge. This one is ExxonMobil at the Yellowstone River, also wastewater discharge. No, these don't pertain to us. They are still sent to us to be read into public record, and anyone who might be interested can have that information. Next, we have the approved claims from last week in the amount of $89,1907. I'll second the motion. It's been moved and seconded to pay the approved claims from last week in the amount of $8,919.07. All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. We also have time cards. These do need to be signed and turned in in order to get your paycheck. I'll give Elaine hers through her mail. Back to Ann. I have a corporate authorization for the credit card, county credit card, and this just needs to be signed by each of us. I said I'd have Doug do this when he was here, and I forgot to do that. And then Franklin, we have a number of claims here. I need you to sign at the requester line, which is the one above the approval line.
Where do you want to sign that?
It's the same place as usual, requester, right there. And if you can hand those back to me so we can put them in the pile, or have a pelt vote. Okay, again, if I could get these from you, Franklin.
What's this here?
We need your signature there. That is for the corporate credit card. I have a claim here for $417.41. We've been paying this from Hilt Fund. This is for heat and electric for the extension office. Do I hear a motion? Actually, before you make that, let me add to that another bill of $64.80, also for extension, also to be paid from Hilt.
I think there's another one there to be paid by the bill too, right?
The two together. Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there another one? I might as well have them all in one.
Nope, I'm gonna keep them separate for clarity. These are both for extension in the ambulance building. One is for heat and electric, the other's for water and sewer. $417.41 plus $64.80.
And we'll pay those for the ambulance building out of the bill.
I'll second the motion. It's been moved and seconded to pay for the extension office, heat and electric, and water and sewer for the sums of $417.41 and $64.80 respectively. All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. And then we have two bills here. We already agreed some time ago that the upgrade in the cabling system for internet for the courthouse would be paid out of the PILT fund. We have for DIS Technologies, we have the baseline creation for the server of $10,815.81.
We should pay those out of the bill.
Second the motion, it's been moved and seconded to pay the DIS recabling project from PILT in the amount of $10,815.81. All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Okay, and then also from DIS, because of the change in the program, we did need to get a new modem for Fuel Master. This is a program for the calculations for the airport. Total is $523.75.
We'll make a motion to pay that.
Also out of PILT?
Out of bill.
I'll second the motion. It's been moved and seconded to pay for the modem upgrade for the Fuel Master program in the amount of $523.75 from PILT. All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. All right. Ann, would you take this with you and ask Doug to sign it, and then give that back to Tammy?
Okay.
All right, I think that is it for mail. Just give it a quick double check. I have a claim here that we'll wait until next week when we have a full commission. All right, anything else for the good of the order? Okay, this meeting's adjourned. Thank you very much. It is 12:49.
We'll do the rest of the claims till next week then.
We did the claims.
Huh?
We did them.
I thought there was more there. than that
Oh,
sheet.
yeah, those are gonna wait till next week, there's just 2 more.
And you're done for the day, no afternoon, right?
We are, yes.